They know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Maryland Terrapins offense is on the field for the first time today. They are going to be greeted group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, they can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start.
Oh, he's got some space. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. Wants to throw on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. They were really excited about the pickup they got last week. Commitment from a 3-star defensive back, David. And when programs at this level can get guys like that in the building, everybody celebrates.
And the whole building gets excited because transfer pool is one thing, but high school recruiting, when you can get somebody out of high school with some raw tools that are really good, you can see the future could be bright. You take those guys, you try to develop them instead of going into the transfer pool.
The Terrapins send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So Ohio State's offense will go to work for the first time today. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing, where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, to try and get him as many doubles as they can. But you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him on an island. I'm going to use zone coverages. I'm going to try to hide him as much as I can. You see this all the time. You know you're in a deficiency. How do you mask it? How do you hide it? If he goes one-on-one on an island, that's a bad job calling defense.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Spits it out to the back. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. That thing was down for a while, but into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Give to the running back. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And the Terrapins will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return as he... Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more... There he goes! And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Makes the grab on the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Pass completion, move the sticks in, and let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got it behind the line. It's Duke. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, they're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
He wants to throw it again. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout. They're up by 6 over Miami. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Right on the money. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. First play of the period, first down here. The give to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Creates a little room. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's second and 4. the shotgun, they'll run it. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. The Terrapins line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4.
It should have happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it, but with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll try to get outside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And the Buckeyes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to the ground with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Finds a man on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Paul. Good pick up there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Buckeyes are marching down the field. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. defense is the first one they've used this half. And the Terrapins line up to punt it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch at the 45. That nifty return sets up some of the yardage on the punt. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Paul. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmakers, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Going right to work up top. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Terrapins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. They bring the punter onto the field now. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Paul. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Paul.
But one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Good right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off. And another broken tackle. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed, he simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Terrapins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And the Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. Working the middle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense changing the play. To the ground, he's got it again. They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gonna run it, it's Paul. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. This is a designed run. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Ohio State! A great catch and run for 6. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. Might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, they're up by 6 over Miami. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. That's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Looks as if we have to check him out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the... Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And they take it in for 6 more points.
So nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline,